Hello, hi. Uh, Today we have a special guest, Abha Jadhav. She is a famous YouTuber and principal of one of the reputed school in India. Hi, Abha. How are you doing?
Hello, Arif. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. I'm perfectly fine today and thank you for inviting me here.
You're welcome. It's a privilege and honor to have you on this show. So, Abha, you are a successful YouTuber and a principal of one of the famous school in India. What are your thoughts on a healthy parent and child relationship?
Yes, thank you for my introduction. And I am heading Apex International School, Surat, Gujarat, India. And when I see, every day parents, they are coming up with lots of complaints that our child doesn't listen to us. हमारे बच्चे जो हैं, they are like answering back to us. They are arguing with us and they are not talking properly to us. And they're not helping at all in our household work and everything. So at that time, most of the time, a thought comes in my mind, what is lacking in that relationship? Why a child who is listening to us in the school is not listening to their parents at home? So I researched on it, and now I am a parenting coach also. So for healthy parent child relationship, very first thing we need is to allow our children to explore his or her dreams.
Wow.
We should give them our trust, our assurance that we are there for them.
Yeah.
Normally what happens when child comes to us, we are busy in our work, and then we always send our child back, okay, come later, I am busy right now.
That's true.
Whenever child comes with a curiosity or some question, at that time he approaches you, okay, dad, I have this thing in my mind, I have this question in my mind. So he runs quickly to you with his or her any problem. At that very moment, if you are not satisfying their query, so that very moment you are dropping your attention from your child.
Wow.
Yes, so it is very important to make yourself available for your children. So whenever your child comes to you with any problem or any moment of celebration or with some excitement, leave everything aside and listen to your child. Look at to your child's face at that very moment. If he has come with some great news, I think the smile, the happiness on his face at that moment can, there's nothing worth than that at that particular moment.
Yeah, you mean to say we have to give full attention to our child, make them
Yes,
happy.
yes, yes. So, and another thing is that uh, children, they mostly learn by observation. If we are continuously saying them something to do, something not to do, but they will always grasp the things by our non-verbal actions. They are watching us, they are watching many things happening around them, and many a times, in fact most of the times, they learn with those gestures, with non-verbal communications, with non-verbal things happening around them. So what is more important is you have to first showcase yourself, that how you want your child to behave. If
Yeah,
I
that's correct.
wish that my child should not lie, he should always speak truth, then I should project myself, that I am also speaking truth all the time.
Yeah, agreed.
If I am saying be disciplined, then I have to be disciplined with myself, so that I can set myself as a role model in front of my child.
Yeah,
So that is very important, that how we project ourselves in front of our children, because most of the time parents are themselves, they are the biggest role models for their children.
yeah. They
No
will,
hero, no heroine, no
yeah.
actress, or no other leader can motivate better than their parents.
I fully agree with you. Like, especially for child, they will think their parents are the hero of this world. So they will
Yes,
make their parents as a benchmark or role model, and they will follow their parents' steps, what they will do. I agree
yes,
with you.
yes. So it needs your children, they need 3 A's from you. three A's. A for apple.
Okay.
So what are those three A's? Number one is your attention. The way I just spoke to you, that you need to spend quality time with your children every day. Take out some time for your children. I say not even half an hour. Just like doctor prescribes, I prescribe 9 minute, minimum 9 minutes with your children, 3 times a day. Okay.
Wow.
So 9 minutes in the morning when you are going to wake your child up. When your child is sleeping, just go to his room, his bed near him, and just cuddle him, pamper him, do some giggling and some smile and, little musty kind of thing, and wake him up.
Correct.
Play
Yeah.
with, him in the morning. And then you send him to washroom or to get freshen up. But normally what we do, हम बच्चे को बेचारा हमारा जो our child which is still in sleep, we just drag him off from the bed and we push him into the washroom.
Correct.
And then you put a mug of water on his head, then a child gets up. Oh, it's
Correct.
morning now.
Correct. Agree.
So we should avoid that. Instead of that, we should give that 3 minutes or 9 minutes at least in the morning with our child. Play with him, do some giggling and do some like play with thing. Then number two, second A is your affection.
Okay.
So what we normally do whenever child comes, while he gets hit from something or he gets hurt, or so he has got a fight with his friend while playing, and he comes to you with a complaint. So instead of listening to him, we slap him. Okay, you must have done something wrong.
Yeah.
First listen, what problem he has come up with.
Correct.
Okay, he needs your affection, he needs your love. Many times these small kids also, even of 6 years, 7 years of age, they also have that peer stress.
Yeah.
If somebody's parent has filled a form of some particular competition and his parent has not filled the form, he will stop talking to you.
Yeah.
And when you'll ask, he say, my mother has not filled this competition form, and so I'm not going to talk to her.
Yeah. Like
So many these little things, competition kind of thing happens even in the small age children also. So we should be very particular while handling them. So show your affection every now and then. If he has done something good, though even if it is a small thing, you know that he has not done that particular thing 100% right, but still if he has put some effort, appreciate his efforts. Many times when children are in 9th, 10th or big classes, and after several efforts also they are not able to score good marks, so parents, they leave hope from their children. You can't do anything. I cannot expect anything from you. You are good for nothing. We keep on passing negative things to them.
Yeah, which is sending a negative message to the brain and
Yes, and
making
ultimately
believe.
what happens? Yes, ultimately what happens? Your child gets negative. He gets demotivated. Moreover, he develops a hatred towards his parents, and then you will never, be able to develop a healthy relation between you and your teenage child. Teenage children are very sensitive.
Yes.
Then third A is your appreciation. Even if he has failed in exam, just tell him, okay, fine, you have failed, it's okay. People fail in their lives. Fine, it's okay to be fail, right? So failing is not a big deal. At least you tried your best.
Yeah.
You
That
tried to
like
give your best.
that likes we are
Yes.
boosting the moral of a child. We are
Yes.
making him realize you can do best. You can do better.
I will just share one small story of Anupam Kher, who is the renowned film actor in our Indian film uh, world. When he was in some particular class, he failed in exam, and very next day, his father threw a party. He called everyone, and they were celebrating. So the child was shocked. Anupam Kher, as a child, he was shocked. What happened to my dad? instead of scolding me that I have failed, he's celebrating, he's giving party. So he took his father into corner. Papa, I just want to talk to you. And he said, Papa, are you okay? I'm failed and you are celebrating. So I said, Beta, I have promised you, na, whenever your result will come, we will celebrate.
Wow.
Doesn't matter that result was fail or pass. I didn't say that. I didn't put a condition that if you will pass, or then only we'll celebrate. So I promise you, whenever your result will come, I'll give you a party. So I'm doing that. And I'm happy that you have put your best. And I know that next time you are going to give your best and you will pass.
Yeah.
And this is how, you know, an example of best parenting comes out. And we know how Anupam Kher, he has, you know, touched the sky of success. Now he's like become a legend now. People are following him like anything.
Yeah.
So he's a great actor, right? So yes, 3 A's you should always keep in your mind: attention, affection, and appreciation.
Wow, wow, that's really an interesting information what you have shared with me. I never heard this kind of information, and hopefully this information is very good for the parents to take care of their child. Thank you so much, Abha, for sharing that. So I just want to know, like you are a famous YouTuber and principal. I want to know what are your other hobbies and how you get your free time from this all these tasks. How you gonna manage your day with all these tasks? Being doing 3 4 tasks in a day, I believe it's a very difficult for a person. So I just want to know your mantra, like how you gonna manage all these tasks.
It's all about time management, Arif. Since I was in 8th standard, my uncle taught me to create a timetable for your whole day's work. So in 8th standard, I learned how to schedule your day. So I started planning my day from that very time, and slowly it became an habit.
Okay.
And now it's into like, you know, a routine thing. Said morning 5, I know I have first, I just sit around for 10-15 minutes, and those 15 minutes are completely mine. While having a cup of tea, I plan my day, I schedule my day, what all I have to do. And then I set my priorities, which work is more important and which work can be, you know, postponed or can be put on the lower priority. And that way I start my day. You will be surprised that I start my day with exercise. I go for a walk. I make my schedule. I read a book. Spend some time on LinkedIn also to know people, to meet people. And then I go to school by 7:30, 8 p.m. 8:30, I'm in school then. Nowadays, due to pandemic, it's 8:30 time I have to go to school. Otherwise, by 6:50 in the morning, I am in the school. And I reach home by 1:30 and 2. So after finishing that, 2 to 4, these 2 hours I keep for myself, relaxing and just planning for the next half of the day. Until
Wow.
unless it's very important, I don't take anything between those 2 hours. That is completely my rest hour, and to plan for the other half of the day. So after 4 p.m., I again start my work for, that is my another role, that is YouTuber or a trainer or a coach. Those are my other roles which I play. So I devote that time to those roles of mine, and this is how I manage my time. So if I say my hobbies, definitely I love to do acting, which gets fulfilled in, recording videos for YouTube. I love to sing. So in morning when I'm driving to school or while coming from school, that particular time I listen to my favorite music. I enjoy that particular time with the best music I love, and I enjoy that is the best relaxing me time for me. Then I love to read books. Yes, I love to read Hindi literature more, and nowadays I have started reading more and more motivating books also, motivation books also.
Wow.
So this
Wow.
is how, with like time management, people know me for my effective time management.
Wow, that's an amazing. Even after listening to your time management skills, I read one book of a brain Tracy. It's called Eat That Frog. Okay, I got
Yes.
very much inspired after reading that book, Eat That Frog. So whatever principles you are telling me now, these principles are available in that book. Like start your
Yes,
day,
that book
plan
is
your
on
day in advance.
procrastination.
Yeah,
So how you have to, remove procrastination from your life.
exactly.
So great book, great
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
Yes.
It's very good to hear. So Abha, I just want to know, like now you are a successful woman and inspirational woman. What are your dreams in life?
Okay, there are like all dreams are woven together. So definitely, I just want to inspire other women to look at me that even after so many struggles and challenges in my life, I was able to reach here. So all the females who feels that if you want to reach to some heights of success, only money will help you or only recommendations will help you. So sorry. Apart from those things, your hard work, your determination, your positive approach to other things, and your uh, attitude to fight and face every challenge matters a lot. There was a time in my life that so many challenges were there, back to back, back to back, back to back. Every day when I wake up, there's one problem standing in front of me. So one day, just like you must be you must be, now you laugh that this is a kind of film scene. But yes, I did that in front of God, and I said कि, yes, you are very happy, आज खुश तो बहुत होगे तुम. So like that kind of scene I have created. Okay, you want to, give challenges in front of my life and you want to break me. I'm not going to get broken. I will face each and every challenge in my life, and I will cross this and I will achieve success. Give how many challenges you want to give.
Wow.
So now this is a fight with you, God. It's kind of like, challenge I accepted by God. If you are ready to give me lots of challenges, I'm ready to fight it. I'm not going to set back. I'm not going to quit from your, by getting afraid from your challenges. And this is how I know it was not easy to accept challenge and fight for them. But yes, with determination, positive attitude, and with the well wishes of your friends and colleagues, you definitely come out of it. And then also, I want to tell women that never compromise on your dreams.
Wow.
Many a times I have seen that females, especially when they get married and they have children, they normally keep their dreams aside that now we have to live only for our children and family. It's not bad to do that. I'm not saying that you should not live for your family. You should live, you must live for your family. We are meant for that, that we are the ones who give a proper direction to our family. Yes. So please do very, wholeheartedly. But at the same time, if you have some dream for your life, do share it with your family members. And then if your family supports, do go for it and achieve it. And of course, if my dream, if you ask about, is to spread smile on each and every person's face whom I meet. I wish to be remembered for my good deeds, and I wish that whenever a person remembers me, a smile should come on their face. They should have a good thought about me. So it may be possible that I may not do many big things in my life. I may not be a good leader like Mahatma Gandhi or Ambedkar or Modi or such big people. But yes, I can be a good person by which people should remember.
Wow, wow, that's really good to hear. You are such an inspirational woman. So my question is like, if you get an opportunity to share a message on the women empowerment with the world, what kind of message would you like to share?
Yes. So for if I talk about women empowerment, women are always empowered since they are born. But it's only thing which is needed is to identify that power within herself. So that is very important because it's not easy to give birth to a child. It's not easy to become a mother. It's not easy to guide your child and to raise with all the values and everything. So woman is empowered since her birth, but yes, with the time she forgets what she has come for in the on the earth. So apart from basic roles, she forgets to identify her own dreams. So I would say that, okay, identify your dreams, follow your dreams, and prove the world that you are worth living over here on this earth. You have some value. Your life has some value, and you have come for some purpose. God has sent everyone, every human being with some purpose on the earth. So it may be possible that currently you may not be knowing what is your purpose of life. So even if you are a housewife, identify what is your purpose of life and then work on it. And you will find that life is so beautiful. No, otherwise you will keep progressing in the life like without any aim or without any goal.
Yeah.
To raise children cannot be your purpose of life. To serve your husband and family members cannot be a purpose of life. It's your duty. It's
Yes.
a part of your duty and responsibilities. So you cannot count them as your dreams, as your purpose. So find out what else you can do, because in the coming time what is going to happen is each and every person has to work, has to do the job or business for their survival.
Yeah.
So if at that particular moment if you start thinking कि अब मैं क्या करूं, what should I do now, so instead of waiting for that particular time, start thinking from now that how can I help my family, how can I help my husband, how can I help my other family members to go on the progress path, and how can by doing all these things I can achieve my own dreams.
Yeah.
So if you do at least this much also, then your work is done and you will definitely grow as a successful woman in your life, and you will set an example. It's not always working woman can set example. It's many a times a housewife can also set an example in front of many other women by raising good family, by showing her good parenting skills.
Wow, wow, that's great to hear, Abha. That's a wonderful message you have shared with the world. I hope this message reach each and every woman in this world. So it's a privilege and honor to have you on this show. So thank you so much for coming to this show. Thank you.
Thank you, Arif, for inviting me and allowing me to share my thoughts to the world. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.